In this video, we're going to touch on a few ways to harness the power of Facebook to help us market our products while trying to stay true to the social nature of Facebook and not get too salesy. Now, I have said this time and time again, and I'll keep saying it. Facebook is a social site and people are here to have fun and connect with others, not to be sold to. So, however you decide to use the power of Facebook, make sure you have this in the back of your mind at all times. Now, me saying this over and over again throughout this video series is not intended to annoy you, but instead it's intended to help you mold your marketing methods so that you are more apt to have your social hat on instead of your salesman hat whenever you're creating things like your ads and posting content. Okay, hang on a second while I get off my soapbox. Now, the first couple of marketing methods I'm going to touch on has to do with sending out messages. And if we come on over here to, once we've logged in, come on over here to messages, come on up here and click on new message, and bada boom, there you go. Now you just put in here the to, the subject, and the message. How simple is that? Now in the message, you're not limited to just simple text. You can also add photos to give it a little bit of a wow factor to your message. Or if you want to really wow up your friends, you can put in a video, whether it's a promo video, a sales video. You use your imagination. You also have links here that can go to sales page, squeeze page, sandwich page. Your imagination is your only limitation. Now, as far as the to section here, as I had touched on briefly in a prior video, you want to start, if you haven't already done so, you want to start kind of compartmentalizing your friends into separate groups or lists. And by that I mean you keep your family and friends in one list or group, you keep your JV partners in another list, your already paid customers in another list, your soon-to-be customers in another list, and so on. And in doing so, you're not having to send out a particular message that is directed to a product that's coming up that you are more focused on your soon-to-be buyers, and then your friends and family get it and go, what the heck is this guy trying to do? I'm out of here. So this way, by having your friends compartmentalized or in separate lists, you're able to more laser target the messages that you're sending out, which makes them a heck of a lot more effective. So here in the to box, you can either put an individual's name, or you can just put in the name of a list, which would send this particular message to just the members of that list, and or email address. How simple is that? And unlike some of the premium autoresponder services out there, your AWebers, GetResponses, and so on, this does not cost you one red cent. How cool is that? And then of course you just hit send and boom, away it goes. Now then, the other method of marketing I'm going to touch on that's related to messages is in dealing with groups. The second marketing method we're going to be dealing with here is using the power of messages with groups. Now, of course, if you're just starting out, you've just created your group, you're probably not going to be setting the world on fire with all the members in your group. You may only have the one, that's yourself, but you can in fact still use this method by using the power of other groups that are within your niche. And I had briefly touched on this earlier in getting involved with other groups within your niche by supplying quality content within those groups, getting to know people, build relationships with not just the members of that particular group, but most importantly with the administrators of that group, so that once you've over time seeded this group with a lot of quality content, then those seeds will sprout into some major back scratching on the administrator's part for you. You don't want to try this right off the bat. You want to put in some good quality content, and then that way that will hopefully return to you in dividends by the administrators saying, sure, no problem, I'll send out your message to all the members of our group. Let's head on over to a group and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Click on groups here. Actually, not groups, we want to do a search. Click on the magnifying glass, come on over here to groups, and let's just pick this guy right here. And usually over here on the left will give you not just the members of the group, but also the admins. And right here, this would be the person you want to get to know. Of course, you want to get to know as many of these members here as possible, but by all means, by you sending quality content into this group on a regular basis and maybe tossing a message over to the group admin or creator, on a timely basis, then you'll be able to build a rapport, build a relationship with this individual. I'm not talking about just one group. Do it within as many groups as possible within your niche, and that way if one particular creator or admin of a group says, no, I don't want to send out your message, then you'll have others you can work with as well. So that's a pretty powerful way, because you and your group, let's just say it just blows up and you get a bazillion members in there, you've got 5,000 limit, but that's just your group. If you can do this particular task and enlist the power of other groups that may be maxed out as well, of course that's far-fetched, but still it's a possibility. If you've got 4 or 5 group admins that you've been putting in good quality content over time, and you've got them sending your messages to their members, as well as you being able to mass message your members of your group, that's targeted messaging right there. Can't get any better than that. And that's the second most powerful marketing method I could think of on Facebook, and that is not just sending out messages to your friends, but enlisting the power of groups to also mass message a bunch of people at one time. The third way we're going to be talking about marketing on Facebook is applications. Now, creating and distributing applications is something that requires a particular skill set that not everybody has. Here, let's head on over to applications here real quick and take a look at what I'm referring to. So each one of these are applications. You may have heard of one pretty popular called Farmville, or another one, Texas Hold'em. These are applications, pretty darn cool ones too. But if you're able to create brand new applications, or even applications that might piggyback on existing popular applications, then you'll be able to establish a brand very quickly. And if it's a popular application that you create, or one that you created that's kind of working in tandem with another very popular application, then your name's going to get out there very, very quick. And it's a good possibility that it'll have an immense shelf life. In other words, it'll be out there for quite some time to come. So that's one way in which you could utilize the power of branding, and that's with either creating or having an application created for you. And if you, like me, does not have the skill set to do something like that, well, that's these things called outsourcing. You can do a search on your favorite search engine for outsourcing, and more than likely you'll come back with a whole lot of options to choose from. You got your Guru.com, Rent-A-Coder. I mean, there's a bunch of them. Heck, for that matter, you might even consider hitting up one of my favorite forums. That's the Warrior Forum. It's a marketer's forum, and that's warriorforum.com. And there's plenty of places in there that people are offering these services on a regular basis. So, I mean, do your due diligence, do some checking around, and if you're not familiar, if you're brand new to Facebook, you might want to poke around here and see, first off, some of the more popular applications. And if you are in that area of expertise that you are able to create your own applications, right down here at the bottom of the page, you click on Developers. That'll bring you to a page that will be near and dear to your heart. All kinds of cool tools for you to work with right here to create your own applications. Creating your own and distributing applications is a fantastic way to market on Facebook. Branding, the power of branding. The fourth method of marketing on Facebook is the tried and true method. That's paid advertising. We're going to go into greater detail whenever we get to that particular video on Facebook advertising or Facebook ads, but just briefly touching on it, usually you're going to find your ads over here, for example, right here. And if we come over here to ads and pages, we'll be able to get a brief overview. If you create an ad, we'll check this out. This gives you a bit of a rundown on some of the things that you can learn prior to sinking the money into your Facebook advertising, and step-by-step case studies, and just the demographic tools that they give you on Facebook for your laser targeting advertising methods. I mean, it's remarkable. So if your product is something that the Facebook world will really accept, then you're going to get a major return on every penny that you invest with Facebook ads. And method number 5 that we're going to touch on here is marketing through your fan page. A fan page that's built around a particular product that you're promoting is fantastic. I mean, let's take a look. Of course, there's not going to be much on mine, but there are so many opportunities for you if you create a fan page around a particular product or a review site of sorts of somebody else's product, an affiliate product of yours, then there's just so much that you can do with this by putting quality content in here and promoting it, bringing in fans that will then promote it for you. It will take on a life of its own. And talk about viral. And then it's just a matter of rinse and repeat for additional products. There's so much quality content you can put in here between the videos, the links, the images, the text, as well as even putting in opt-in boxes. We'll cover that in an upcoming video as well, where you can build a list and you can continue to market off of Facebook to your fans from Facebook for this as well as other products. I mean, there's just so much power in the marketing benefits behind the Facebook fan pages. It's just phenomenal. And these are just some of the marketing methods you're able to use to drive targeted traffic to your offers. Whether your offer is a squeeze page to collect email addresses, sales pages, CPA or cost per action offers, or heck, even just promoting your fan page or group that in turn is promoting one of your products, once you have become familiar with and then master some of these marketing methods, you may be tempted to drop all your other marketing methods and concentrate solely on marketing with Facebook. Thanks for watching, and you have a great day.